scared of being hunted. I'm scared of hunting.
500 over 10 is like relentless.
Welcome everyone to Bilgola 500 Pursuit Season 2, Season 2025. I'd call this episode 3. Last time we said it was episode 1, but Sean had actually already done one. So this is technically episode 3. Big welcome, huge feedback over the weekend from the last episode when it dropped on Friday. No comments. We did ask for comments, but plenty of chat on the Messenger thread. There was even a poll for all the new subscribers. You probably can't see that because it is an exclusive Messenger thread, but there has been a lot of feedback which we want to update everyone about today. And the big purpose of this podcast is the right to reply from the event organizer, Sean, all the way from Poland. Sean, welcome.
Thank you.
You look a little bit dour.
I got some things to say.
Mate, this is your platform to say it. Let's hear from the organizer.
I want this to be in 2 parts. I think the first part of this is going to be hatred and rage, and then I'll transition into the fun-loving Sean that everyone knows. How does that sound?
Get it off your chest, mate. Let's hear it.
First of all, you've already addressed one of my problems, just dismissing the first episode altogether and claiming that you did episode 1 with Sam. No rebuttals. This is my turn, Duns.
That was a preview.
That cut me deep. That was number 1. That was the first paper cut that got me. And then it was the abuse of power from you and Sam. Oh, like I knew giving you guys the reins on doing an episode was going to go bad, but I never in my life could have thought it was going to go that bad.
Well, was it the changing of the date that sort of hit the nerve, or was it? I mean, we did acknowledge our wonderful sponsors.
The changing of the date's a big one. Like, this isn't a democracy; it's a dictatorship.
This is a democracy. This is the people's democracy of Bilgola, and it has spoken. It has voted. The democratic decision is, shall I say it now? The new date, 10th of August. Lock it in.
Yeah, and I saw the poll, everyone vote, and my argument here has been disproven. I'm actually all for the new date, but I'm just going to carry on with this rage for a little bit more.
Get it off your chest, mate. It's healthy. It's healthy.
It turned into a popularity contest. Like Penny voted no, but just because so-and-so could show up, then the date changed. The date was announced on the 25th of December last year. Dunsey, you said, "Oh, it's my wife's birthday that day. Are you going away for the weekend?" Guaranteed not, because you would have brought it up earlier. What's a couple hours on a Sunday morning? It's nothing.
She would be still in bed.
We just do a popularity contest just because so-and-so's more important for the race, then we change the dates. Sam, Amy's off. He can't do it without Amy. It's like, oh, now my wife's birthday's on that date. Has been the whole time. You never seemed to mention it before. Who's that? Who's the glue?
The glue, the man that brought this all together, Bryn. He's in Norway.
Let's fucking go.
Whip it.
Back on for the Bilgola 500.
Yeah, like really unfortunate that he booked the holiday there, and I'm stoked that he's come. That video of him running in Norway, that was the best. I was like, oh, so
get back before the very legend.
But yeah, even still, he's not big. Bryn is not bigger than the race, and Bryn would be the first to admit that. His message when he replied was like, "Look, I'm really sorry. I've made a mistake. I've booked a holiday." And he sort of respected the race, whereas I think what
you're showing is there's a time and a place
for
dictatorship,
loyalty, leadership.
There's a time and a
honesty.
Place for dictators, and there's a time and a place for democracy. And look, democracy didn't work in Iraq so much, but on Bilgola Plateau, democracy still works. It wins.
Well, look, we can only go off the evidence. And at the moment, it's worked pretty well. The lineup for the new date looks really good. Like it's worked out well, but it doesn't change the way I feel about it.
Yeah, no, this is healthy.
Why didn't you bring it up earlier that it didn't suit you?
Actually, well, no. The big reason was because all of a sudden family are coming to the beaches for Prui's birthday. So all of a sudden it goes from, oh, yeah, we'll go and have brunch on Sunday to, oh, okay, we're doing something the whole weekend. So
Right. So
complicated.
you think you're bigger than the race as well. It's it's
Well, like I
frustrating
said,
to see.
my invite isn't even going to be there, so I technically shouldn't even be turning up.
Well, little caveat here. You know, Bryn, he
Yeah.
declined. He declined the race. He becomes a +1. Someone just needs to claim him as a +1 to not eat the chili.
Oh, well, that's
So
easy.
everyone's assuming Bryn's doing the race. Bryn isn't doing the race. He hasn't been invited, and he declined his invite. So he is a +1 that says he's available for that date and in town.
Okay, well, that's good. That sorts out Paul. He can easily tag along Bryn.
Well, these are the things that I just saw you and Sam just like breeze over with no thought. Like it's like you don't care.
Well, this is why we need you just dialing in from Poland, immersing in the detail and the stuff that we've skimmed over. So you're like the guy in the back room just on the radio, boys, we've got a problem.
So I would reach out to anyone that declined an invite. They've declined their ability to run that year.
Which is only Bryn.
And then if they said, oh, no, I can do the new date, they become a +1. So Bryn isn't racing yet. He hasn't been invited.
Okay. Well, Paul, get busy. You better watch this and you better get messaging to Bryn. Actually, has the Growler got a +1 yet?
Well, so this is where it gets interesting. So Matt can't make the new date because you're bigger than the race. Sam's bigger than the race. So you change the date. So Matt can't make it. So now the person that invited Matt did everything above board. Do they need to eat a chili?
Which is Growler. It would be good to say. It might give us a bit of equal paring.
Don't deflect.
Does he need to eat a chili? Look, I think if anyone turns up without a +1, yes, they need to eat a chili, regardless of the change of date. The change of date is just a democratic process.
That's just you moving the goalpost. That's you moving the goalpost. He did everything by the book. He got the invite in. He was one of the first people to invite him. He made sure the person could do the date. The person got added to the group.
Yeah, it's beautiful footwork.
Now you just move the goalpost, and now he's got to deal with it. So
what do we learn about in trail running? In endurance events, you have to adapt. There's stuff thrown at you. You start spewing. You start shitting. Your crew doesn't turn up at a checkpoint. You get lost. You take the wrong turn. You have to adapt. We're just applying the principles of our sport to this event.
Didn't quite make it. Oh, just threw my guts up. Anyway, we power on.
So Growler, adapt, avoid the chili. There's plenty of people that are lining up on the sidelines wanting to do this event. So get in touch if you don't have one. But obviously Bryn is there to be invited. So Paul or Growler, get moving, get messaging.
Let's talk about some of the other rule changes that you and Sam just so willy-nilly threw out there with zero thought.
I knew the hat would hit a nerve.
So I just feel like you and Sam, your plan is to make this race just like another park run on a Saturday morning. You're taking out all the quirkiness, all the uniqueness. So maybe it's a fault on my behalf that maybe people don't know the intricacies of these plans. So what makes
the only fault here is you are in Poland. You are literally on the other side of the world.
To be perfectly clear, I'm in the Greek islands on a yacht, but that's irrelevant.
That's very relevant. It's very relevant to this conversation.
I didn't think you guys were just going to go in there and just throw out rule changes like they're going out of fashion. So let's dive right into it. So Duns, why do you think the hat is on backwards?
Just a quirky rule.
You know what makes Barkley Marathon one of the most watched and anticipated event of the whole year?
Quirky rules like the Casio watches. No GPS.
The Casio watch. You got to bring a number plate from your state. You got to bring a pair of socks for entry. it's not that it's 5 loops. It's the quirkiness. It's the uniqueness. And you know those park runs that you do on a Saturday, you know why they're stale and boring and you only go to a couple a year? No quirky rules.
No quirky rules.
And then,
Okay.
And then
okay.
so to give you a bit more insight, and I spent years, well, maybe minutes
The weekend before.
thinking of these rules. You know when you buy an ice cream cone and you're licking an ice cream cone, you can't act like an adult. It's a childish behavior. You feel like a kid. It's all this nostalgia of the ice cream. When you put your hat on backwards, it brings back that you can't take a group of adults running around the northern beaches seriously when they've all got their hat on backwards. It gives it like a childlike play. It makes everyone think for one morning, maybe I don't take myself so seriously.
Yeah, okay.
And then Sam's sitting there with his bucket hat on, with the logo on the front, going, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing a bucket hat." Put it on backwards. Put the logo on the back.
Well, that's a good point because I mean, last year we did have what are those hats called with the flap?
Yeah, it had
The Legionnaire. The
hats.
Legionnaire hat even went backwards on Lockie. So fair point.
Think about the jokes that came out of last year. Remember when Locke got on the boat and drove back and he had it flapping in his face? Remember when he crossed the finish line, put it over his eyes and slipped as he crossed the finish line? None of this would have gone down in Bilgola 500 history if everyone just got to wear their hat like an adult and take themselves too seriously.
No, okay.
So
I'm on board. I'm on board. You've got me.
The hat is symbolic that this is a fun race. It's not to take yourself too seriously. It's not a fashion statement like Sam wants to turn it into. It is about not taking yourself too seriously.
No, that's good.
And
this is why we have the right to reply. I mean, we can go through everything about that podcast, that episode 1/2.
And then just out of nowhere as well, the bibs, just put them on the front. All right, let's do this again. Replay this exact same thing because you are just straight on board with both of these. Don't deflect this to Sam. This is all you're doing too.
Yeah, I was running with it. I just didn't know the detail behind it. And this is why we have these conversations.
So why make such big decisions when you don't know the details?
Because I all of a sudden am running this fucking event. So things like that, I'll just go, yeah, okay, whatever. Doesn't really
let me ask you, why are the bibs on the back?
Yeah, why are the bibs on the back? So Sam's rationale was something to do with your chasing and fill us in, mate. Fill us in. This is the right to respond.
No, you just deflected to Sam again. I feel like I'm here to throw Sam under the bus, but you're doing it as well.
Well, like I said, I'm making decisions based on no knowledge base. So give it to me. Why the bibs on the back?
I'm glad you admitted that. I'm glad you're making decisions with no knowledge base.
Totally, absolutely. That is 100% what I did.
The bibs were always on people's backs for one simple reason. It's that at the start of the race, you have to ask someone else to do it for you and you can't pin it on yourself. And what that does, that shows a bit of vulnerability.
Cohesion.
That brings the group together. You have to go and have a conversation and say, hey, dear friend of mine, or dear stranger, I can't reach my back. This is
dear
me
wife.
Being vulnerable. Do you mind pinning it on my back? And that's why the community is so cohesive. That's why everyone comes together. So if people like you and Sam, you're running around and you're going, oh, we're all getting along so well. This is so fun. I don't even know why I'm having so much fun.
It's the strings in the background. The puppet master from Poland.
It's the nuances, Greek islands. It's the nuances, Duns. It's the little things that make this event what it is.
This is why you ran a great gym, mate. This is why you ran a great gym. First person that rocks up, they're first class, have to introduce yourself to them on that warm-up lap. This is why you're good at your job.
These are the nuances. This is why Bilgola 500 in its first year went to the most prestigious race in Australia, maybe the world by now.
Most views on YouTube, most subscribers.
It's just, it doesn't blow up for no reason. It doesn't have the impact on people's lives for no reason. And that's why in the first episode that you just dismissed altogether and thought that you and Sam now run the show.
Preview episode.
In that first episode, I put it across there that if we didn't all catch up that Sunday morning, on the designated date that we set and didn't change.
Yeah.
And we didn't all put our hats on backwards and started not taking ourselves serious as adults and just wanted to come together. And then we all showed a bit of vulnerability. Oh, we don't know each other. Can you help pin this on my back? All the giggles, all the laughs. Then we wouldn't have had the year that we've had of everyone coming together, everyone coming to your race, supporting everyone. And then in that first episode, that's why I said the plus ones are so important, because without the plus ones, this doesn't grow. And I don't get to see more races from Rich Barrys and Warrens. And now Corey. Let's talk about Corey later. That's a massive
That's a big in.
And then, so these are the things that I was sitting there listening to, just going, something I love and cherish and spent a decade of my life building. I saw it get tore down in one episode.
There's certain things you can run as a digital nomad, and perhaps a trail event on the Northern Beaches isn't one of them.
And maybe this is a conversation for off air, but I just believed in you more.
Look, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I appreciate that.
Okay. I suppose the last thing was just the shade thrown at the race director as well. Like, I don't know if you, maybe again, I should have shared this more openly, but like, I don't want to be traveling Europe with complete freedom.
Says the man from a yacht in the Greek islands.
The business was booming. The community was stronger than ever. I loved being over. I sold the business. I moved over here to grow Bilgola 500.
It's hard.
I've been in the Balkan Alps looking for sponsors. I climbed to the highest point of Slovenia screaming for sponsors. Please help Bilgola 500. Please help Bilgola. Like, I'm not doing this for my own gain. I'm doing it for the race. And then just
it looks like
listen
that
to
from
that
your
podcast.
vlog.
Oh, to listen to that podcast and just the shade thrown, and then just like the dilution of the race, you know, all of its history, all of the things that make it what it is, just to be shit on because it's, you know, it's the.
We should have done a live, like it should have been a watch party, so we could have actually captured all that emotion and all that heartache that you're expressing so well now. Maybe even some tears. Maybe you're in the fetal position. See, that would have been nice to watch. So maybe next time.
The amount of times I've had to jump off this yacht to wash the tears off my eyes, honestly, it's been been brutal.
The fetal position on a banana lounge on the deck of the yacht does sound hard. I really am sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. And you know what? It's nice to hear you say that. You've said a few things that have restored my faith in this race.
Well, this is what we want to do. We just want to process it. Process the pain, process the neglect you feel, the heartache of your little baby being crushed.
It's our baby. I think that's been misunderstood too. You know, it's not my baby. It's our baby. And then to see you do that to a shared love. Yeah. Man, it's heartbreaking. So,
well, anyway. When you're a dictator, to get buy-in from everyone, it's tricky. It's tricky. But hey, this is what we're working on.
You got to rule with an iron fist, Duns. You got to rule with an iron fist.
Okay, so we got through that. I feel like I'm happy to bring back those two quirky rules, and like you said, Barkley has its quirks. And look, there's no skin off my nose I probably would have had my hat on backwards anyway, to be honest. And the bib on the back, look, it'd be great to ask one of those 10 to 16 people that I already know to put it on my back. So, no, I'm all for that. I think the chili's a great addition. That was officially from the Dictator, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was. And just to be clear, the hat backwards, the bib, they're not back. They were never gone. They were never gone.
Yeah, okay. They were never gone. They were forgotten. But not gone.
A couple of other things that weren't mentioned that I think are important for that day, and that there is watches allowed. You can wear a watch, but you have to cover it with a buff or that's something for the newbies to know as well. You cannot have a visible watch. And the second thing is your entry fee.
That's the prize money, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think we've all been exposed to it, but like inflation is through the roof at the moment.
So it's gone up.
This year it's $5.50.
Cash only, no Bitcoin.
Cash only. Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's all-time
One
high at the
Bitcoin's
moment.
fine.
Yeah. So, and maybe just for the new people, and everyone else that just seems to have forgotten all the rules and why we do this, at your entry fee at the start is an envelope with $5.50 inside of it, with your coffee order written on the front.
Yeah, that
Long
is
black.
important. That is very important.
The winner of the race gets all the envelopes. Everyone goes to the nearby cafe. Last year we went to Bilgola, keep it in line with the name, and the winner takes those envelopes and buys everyone
Coffees,
everyone their
croissants.
coffees.
Yeah, and I think that's got to stay. That was nice from Growler last year. I think I got a double up of the coffees last year, so I'm all for that.
Funny that, 'cause mine never arrived. So
long black, beautiful. No,
So
okay,
I
that's
think
good. Any
there are
other
two
rules that
important
we
ones.
forgot?
Countless.
Well, look, if all else fails, read your what's that thing you send out? Intro booklet that you should have received in the inbox. I didn't get one, of course, because I'm a +1. So
That's right.
Technically not even a +1 because my invite wasn't even going to be there. But now she is. Great news. Can we just dive into the announcement?
Hold on. Are we shifting into, because I got to get out
Positive
of character.
mode. Yeah,
I
you
go, like, all
need to
positive
just.
mode.
Mate, do you want to have a cold
just,
shower?
But let me just think if there's anything that I hate you for.
Any more grievances? Great to see you, by the way. You're looking great.
Oh, last one.
Yeah.
Last one. Then we'll move on.
Okay.
Loving Sean coming back.
Yeah, give it.
Okay, I got to give some context around this one. Sam Pole now.
Yeah.
No surprise, I'm going after him,
And he's not here to defend himself, so perfect.
which is why I'm going after him. Last year, Sam bagged his handicap, put his hands up like, oh, yeah, I admit I did it. No, you got caught. You didn't admit you sandbagged. You got caught because it showed. You beat your time by the longest. And then this year, he goes, oh, yeah, I'm going to have a slower time.
I know. That is ridiculous.
And then, like, I'm going to quote him here. He said, oh, yeah, I need to drop my time. I'm just working on speed at the moment. I was screaming at the computer. It's a race. The faster you finish the race, the better you do. Working on speed is exactly why your number goes down. He's looking to run a 2-hour 59 marathon.
Yeah.
I think last year he might have just broke 4 hours in the marathon. He was that bad. And now he wants his time to go up. My God.
Yeah, I'm all for penalising that sort of sandbagging. That he just ran a half marathon today, didn't he? 22?
21K.
He was hitting 410. I think 410 was his splits.
Yeah, and his heart rate was 67. Like, it's a joke.
Exactly. I just did a lap of the Bilgola 500 anti-clockwise, and I was fucking hurting. My heart rate was not 67. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, like I think, like you probably get an hour 15. You probably cap out at the highest point, but it was just and then Sam goes, oh, I ran an hour 5 yesterday. I ran up all the hills and then just like pretty much walked down the hills. And then like the next sentence, he's like, yeah, I'm the best when I run down hills. I love bombing hills. I go the fastest than anyone down Loomba.
Yeah, no, he's the sandbag master. There's no defense for him saying he's going to be slower this year. That is just factually and scientifically incorrect.
Unless I think minimum you knock 6 minutes off his time from last year. Minimum.
What did he do last year?
I don't know. Actually, I have no idea, but I just felt like 6 minutes is unachievable. Which
54. You're hitting a 54, Sammy. That feels about right. Yeah, I'm willing to go with that. Now you're, I assume, taking on handicapping duties from the Greek islands or the Turkish islands, or where are you going to be around that time?
I think by the time we do the handicaps, I'll be in the south of France.
Oh,
no, south of France. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Villa it feels like a villa sort of workshop project. So good.
Yeah.
I want you in a good headspace for that.
I think it'll be okay.
Just really dialed in.
But honestly, I think we shift now, like break this character of being, and Duns, it is good to see you, man. I've missed you a lot.
Oh, we're all missing you, mate. We're missing you.
Yeah. I doubt that, but I appreciate you saying it. So moving into I think Sam has the best knowledge of how to handicap people. I would give him he is lead handicapper, and I think he's quite fair when it comes to everyone else other than himself. And I think even though we joke about it, I think he'll understand that his time needs to be lower than last year.
Yep.
But I will work alongside Sam, and usually I'm just there for the vibes, not really giving great feedback. But I think the only thing that we can say for Sam and the handicap team is that unless people run this course and give it a good crack, the whole day is going to be ruined.
Totally.
Like you have to go out there and give.
We need data. Well, they need data.
Because without data, all we do is we give you a time that's unachievable, and you're going to come last, and that's no fun for everyone. So,
and case in point, Lockie last year failed on his trial run, and came, I think, last.
Yeah, bit of breaking news actually. Yeah, had a conversation with Lachlan Whitford yesterday.
Oh,
and he actually could foresee that this race was going to fall apart, which is why he's not coming back. Had nothing to do with injuries. It was all a bluff. So, mate, I'm as long as we can steer this ship back from the damage
we might get him back
did last week, we might get him back. But he could see it happening. He saw the writing on the wall before anyone. So
the bard that is Lockie Whitford. Well, it'd be nice to get him back. He added a lot to the messenger group last year. His sporadic messages, when they did come in, they were top shelf, and the videos were fucking good,
mate. And now that we're out of the character before, I think the date change has entirely changed this race. Everyone showing up now, is just going to be amazing. And Penny Key, I had in my head, I was going to fight for Penny Key because she couldn't show up. I was going to say, you are doing a popularity contest and you're putting Penny Key at the bottom because she's the only one that's voted no, and everyone is clapping and patting each other on the back. And
no, I was gutted.
Leave her. Well, but then this morning she changed it to yes. I was like, oh fuck, there goes my argument.
That was the best message I saw today. Just finished the lap, and Penny Key has changed her vote. So there's only one that can't make it, and that was a +1, unfortunately. What's his name, Matt?
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, +1. Probably a great guy, but he's contributed nothing to this. So if there's going to be someone that has to be on the cutting block, as long as it's not Penny, I'm all for it. Even though Penny started throwing shade my way too. This isn't the. Oh no! Sorry, wrong character. Shit. Penny started saying, "Oh, this doesn't embody the vibe of Bilgola 500 with that," and I was like, "I'm fighting for you, Penny. I'm fighting for you." And she turned to stab me in the back. But anyway, that's
keeping it positive. It's a positive, inclusive, democratic. The People's Democratic Party of Bilgola has spoken. So, okay, we've got 10 minutes left of this Zoom call. Change of date, 10th of August, 7 a.m. It suits everyone that's voted. So is anyone not voted? No, I think that was everyone.
Yeah, Paul McBride was the last one. He jumped in, said he can do it.
Yeah.
And then Matt. Penny changed her vote. Unfortunately, Matt, you did nothing wrong. You are the byproduct of irresponsible people getting together and making rash decisions with no knowledge.
But great news, we're going to have obviously Warren more fresh. We're going to have Corey more fresh. We've got Bryn back from his Norwegian pilgrimage. So the Norwegian whippet, he's pumped, looking for redemption. And this year is about redemption. He, let's just say, got dusted up by the Growler last year. So I'm really looking forward to that rivalry. And, of course, Corey and Warren as well. And look, I'm pretty sure Rich's ankles should be in premium condition come the 10th.
Yeah. It's an exciting race. It's a bloody exciting race. And it's on everyone now that you've pushed the date back to get a lap in, to give it
plenty of time. You got 2 more weeks.
The best chance possible, because honestly, if you're not doing the lap in the next 10 days at 100%, it's gonna deter your performance. It's gonna deteriorate.
You don't want to do it too close
potential
to the
to
event,
recover.
either. Yeah, 100%.
It's
It's a lot more brutal than I remember. Like actually pushing it on the lap is hard work. I was fucked this afternoon, legitimately fucked. So get out there and do it.
just on a few of the people, and we spoke briefly about that chili being eaten on the.
Yeah.
I think people are really underestimating. Like I'll order the chilies and get them delivered to your house, Duns. And
What's
like,
the scale? What's the hot factor?
the Scoville scale will be in the millions. Like this isn't going to be a chili that you get from your Thai restaurant. Like this is punishment for you not wanting to grow the community of the Bilgola 500 pursuit. And if you're not on board, you may as well be Matt. We'll just cut you.
Look,
So
I spoke to Fritz, who's in the gym yesterday. I think he is a premium contender. If someone's looking for a +1, he basically lives near Growler. He's a ex-triathlete, lovely bloke,
Mate,
Dutch guy. Get him in.
You got Sam Farson.
Sam
You got
Farson.
Mick Roberts. I would love to see some more
Oh,
girls
Mick
in there.
Roberts.
Like
Yeah.
Penny Key, like she should be talking to Sarah Greeley. Absolute legend, lives on the Northern Beaches. She did UTMB last year as well.
Yeah.
You got Kaz Lyle, another Northern Beaches. She's done the loop. She's run like.
True.
I don't want
Kaz.
this just to be all men. Men are shit to watch in sport. Everyone knows it's better to watch women in sport. So I would love to see the female attendance, be higher and stop inviting men. Like you got the pity invite from Amy. But she should have had a female, or if any of the men are there and haven't invited a woman yet, get the women participation.
Sarah and Kaz definitely are strong contenders. I mean, Kaz has done the loop, so yeah, that makes sense.
Sarah's done the loop as well. Both great people. They're familiar as well. Like I just want to see this grow, and you don't get it if people aren't inviting people. And
all right, well, that's been a beautiful response, and I think rules are back on the table. Rules are back.
They were never off the table. They were never off the table. Change
rules
your
are back
language.
in, and hey, democracy has worked. The People's Republic of the Democratic Party of Bilgola have won, and 10th of August, 7 a.m., lock it in. Any other words from the dictator from a yacht in the Greek islands?
I think I've said my piece.
You feel better?
To be honest,
you've processed it, got it off your chest.
Yeah, look, the therapeutic. No, I don't feel better.
Get in the water. Go and jump off the yacht.
Yeah, I'll go for a quick swim. I might jump on the jet ski.
Go lie in the sun and read your book.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. But, I would love to see episode 3 or 4. I don't know if you're counting mine, Duns.
No, I think we have to. This is episode 3, so episode 4 will be the next one.
Okay, episode 4, I would love to see a shift in mentality from people, and rather than start picking holes in the race and changing rules at willy-nilly with no knowledge, get back on board. Fight for the race, grow the race, be a part of this, be supportive. Stop turning and stabbing people in the back, penny key. Just people are fighting for you. People want this. I want to see a big cohesive group together and grow this community. That's my last word. This isn't a democracy. It's a dictatorship, and I'm the dictator.
We will carry the load for you over here, mate, and you keep enjoying yourself. And the live feed will be exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. So thanks for organising that.
Leave that with me, mate. That's I got that covered.
Good work. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Stay tuned for episode 4 of what?